What's up, everybody? It's your boy Walt, aka Easy. Tuning in again on another episode of WalTalK. I want to talk about basically, when it comes to athletics in college sports. What would be, a factor qualification-wise to be considered a sport that's above another sport to receive funding to help build the sport? I mean, if anybody knows, please tell me in the comments. I thought you would think that one of the requirements would be to win. So if you winning, you would think you would get more funding to help push the program more, which brings in revenue for the school because now people want to go there to experience the life of being at that school through those athletics. Some people might even come that aren't even athletes based upon what they seen in athletics. But yet we got these certain sports in this country that seem to hold a higher standard or a higher place when it comes to United States of America athletics. Yes, we got a bunch of different sports. The majority of the main sports would be, in my opinion, would be soccer, baseball, football, and basketball. So when you go to a college or whatever, usually those basketball, baseball, soccer, those teams would be, usually the teams that actually are good or have the most funding to make themselves good. Because we're talking college sports, so they're paying to get players, or they're paying to recruit players, or they're paying for equipment and knowledge and schooling to be able to properly coach and educate the new players. So there's some funding being put there. But what is the situation if you go to a school and the basketball team sucks, football team sucks, every other team except the sport you play sucks, which I'm speaking specifically on volleyball right now, men's volleyball. So these two predominant sports aren't doing any numbers. But then you got the men's volleyball team doing numbers, winning. And not only are they winning, they're improving, they're building, they're graduating. And wait a minute, what happens if they just so happen to, say, win the conference championship? Does that not constitute some allotment of funding to help push that championship program? I would think. But wait, that's not it. Not only did they win once, they won twice. Back-to-back conference champions, and yet still would have to fight with their athletic department for getting funding to recruit, to get equipment, to do things that for them to continue a championship team and success, which helps the school and helps push alumni situations. Why is that? Please somebody tell me what the requirements are for the list or whatever you want to say, who gets it first, who's the favorite child type when it comes to, the athletics from the athletic department. For real, a winning team doesn't deserve to be rewarded? I don't know. Sounds a little backwards to me. But y'all tell me what y'all think. Have you ever been through something like this? Or have you ever played a sport and felt as if there was more love being shown to a different sport, whether you played in high school or college? If you felt that way, let me know. And then also let me know what happened. Did they change anything? Did you guys win, lose? What happened? Because I'm curious. I really want to know what are the qualifications and requirements for choosing which sport gets the certain amount or most amount of the funding that the school has allotted to it for athletics. Let me know. The wealthy people don't determine their value based off of money. The real wealthy people determine their value based off of things that money can't buy, that they have, that they've obtained. Certain things like that, be peace of mind, quality thinking, being able to have a reputation, being able to control or just have freedom over time to where they could do what they want at whatever time of day they want and still be making some money and still be passively bringing in income. But I feel like that's what, we should be chasing in the first place, because the money It's not the goal. The goal is the freedom. The goal is to be able to do whatever you want, to be able to have peace of mind where it's no drama. You don't have to worry about no egos. Still, at that level, it's going to happen at a certain point, anyway. Because you attain so much that it's like, okay, I want to show it. I want to show it. I want somebody to see. I want somebody to give me praise. I want somebody to be like, oh, that's nice. But never lose sight of the goal. The goal is to obtain enough wealth to be able to control more of your life. So when you out here having ideas and want to be able to be successful in a level of not going to a 9-to-5 every day, then when you catch them ideas, you need to start putting them together, putting them down. When you have a thought or an idea or something like that, capture it if you're an artist or if you're a writer, if you're whatever talent you have or whatever you see yourself being successful at. When you get an idea or a spark that goes with that, capture it, write it down, take a picture. What's supposed to say? Write it down, take a picture. I don't give a damn. But make sure you remember it because, in life as 9-to-5 people, we could tend to get caught up and get lost in the fact that every day is routine and mundane. It's the same repetitive stuff. So you catch an idea about something that could be $1 billion, $1 million, $1,000 idea or move, and you don't push on it because you got to refocus back onto staying into the machine and making sure you're doing your job and all of that whatnot. So capture your ideas, put them down, because you hate to have regret. You hate to have regret and be like looking back, man, I wish I would have put that idea through. Or even worse, the worst case scenario that's happened to me. You have an idea or a thought or something creative or a song or a hook or a melody or a script or a show idea, might say it to somebody, and once you speak it out loud with the tongue, you manifest it. So whether you're going to do it or somebody else is going to do it, it's been brought to the universe to be done. It's already done. It's written. Once you do that. So it's like I done had sitting there flipping through the channels, and I had an idea for an invention or a song. The invention pops up on the TV. Skipping songs on YouTube or Pandora, Spotify, whatever streaming platform, and then all of a sudden, here come a song that sounds exactly like something that I was gonna make or made but never put out. Might have let a couple people hear it, and then all of a sudden now there's a different version. It's not identical, but it's a different type of version of a song that I did, a beat that I made. You don't want that feeling. You don't want that feeling at all. Capture your ideas. Make them come, see it through. You gotta see it through so that way you know it's complete, it's done, that idea is done. What you do with it at that point, that's up to you. But seeing it through, to me, means all the way to the beneficial parts as well. Financial and all that. You might have to put money behind certain stuff. You might have to invest in yourself. That's part of this success that we want to have. When you look at the people with the wealth that have it, they don't seem stressed, depressed. They don't seem like they have these issues that people that are poor might have. But in reality, they got them same issues. Some of them got more and worse issues. They say more money, more problems. Me personally, I'd rather have a problem, so bring on the money. Forget it, I'll deal with it. I done dealt with problems before. But at the end of the day, you can't look at the other grass over there and say it's greener when you ain't never been over there to eat it and try it. Billy Goat Gruff type stuff. So take advantage of the ideas and the moments that you have when they come, man. When you get inspired, it's for a reason. God's putting something on you to have it. That idea, that thought needs to come to fruition. It needs to be brought out to the universe. The question is it going to be you? Now, Eagles, you know what? I'm going to just say this. I'm going to ride or die. Go birds, fly. We're still the lead. We're still in the hunt. We're still looking like we have the potential for sure to make it happen. And what is it I'm talking about? I'm talking about a back-to-back championship. Run it back. What Dre say? Going back to back. You feel me? So I'm also a Bears fan. And I'm actually happy for them this season. And I'm proud of them. And my other favorite team is the Eagles. And they really aren't playing up to their potential this year. I feel like we're coasting. We've had moments where you see the championship team from last year, but then we have moments where it's like, okay, we know we're the shit. We could take a hit or two, and then when it's time to turn on the gas, we're gonna fry everybody. I get it. Trying to create certain, plays for certain people, trying to make sure that certain people are happy with their play. I get it. And with the ups come the downs. So you feel me? It is what it is. So I'm gonna just sit back at this point. I called 3 wins after that Bear loss. So I'm gonna just be humble to the aspect of we still have caliber players, caliber team. We still the shit. But at the end of the day, it's starting to come close, and it's coming to crunch time where you need to prove it. You need to back it up. You the shit? Let's see it. So, go Birds, go Bears. You just gotta think like trying to reach a certain level of success, going through ups and downs. You're gonna learn eventually that ain't nobody here to help you. Ain't nobody finna put you on, bro. Ain't nobody. You could be talented, you could be smart, you could be skilled, you could be wealthy, attractive, good looking, whatever you want to say is a qualification for somebody to be helped, assisted, and you still could not get it. You feel me? Like, ain't nobody coming to put you on, bro. So everything's changing. So it's got AI coming around. It's like, man, you want to do it, you got to do it yourself. And that's kind of contradicting to how, at least for me, it was coming up, coming up in this industry, this entertainment stuff, bro. It was all about teamwork. It was like, okay, you got a street team, you know what I'm saying? Going to the clubs, the shows. While you performing, you got people in the crowd passing out CDs or selling CDs, selling merch. You got people outside doing this, even if it's just you and your homeboys. In today's society and day and age or whatever, man, ain't nobody really trying to, I'm not going to say ain't nobody trying to help nobody, because there's people that will help you. You do got haters, you do got people that's jealous and envious. You also got people that are willing to put their hand out and reach their hand out and pull you up too. They just might not come from the people that you expected to come from though. But it's like nowadays, ain't nobody, everybody's trying to be that somebody. Everybody's trying to be that somebody, so don't nobody want to be portrayed as somebody that's helping the next person more, because then it's like, oh, you're a super fan, and motherfuckers start laughing. Like, what's the problem? There's nothing wrong with being a super fan. That just means you support on a level more than a fan would. A fan likes it. A super fan promotes it. You see what I'm saying? Or even more than that. Whatever you want to call it, to be truthful, don't matter. But don't nobody want to be that in today's age. Everybody wants to be the person, the guy, the woman, the girl, the it factor. But the problem is, not everybody got that. Not everybody's got the it factor. And definitely everybody can't be number one at the same time. You gotta wait your turn if you really feel that you deserve a number one spot. If you really truly feel like you gonna make it pop and you gonna make it happen, stay consistent, stay dedicated. I'm trying to tell you, I do so much stuff. I got so much going on at one time, bro. And I don't have the same resources or access to stuff that other people got. And I'm still making moves, bro. I don't let nothing stop me. I might not move as fast as everybody else. I'd rather not move quickly because I want to move correctly. It's just like fighting. You could throw a bunch of jabs and be popping them, pow, 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 pow. And he just lining up, or she just lining up, and one shot, pow, you go down. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. All it takes is one. Hit the right spot, right timing. All it takes is one. One big move, one big hit, one big song, one big beat, one placement, one script placement for writing, one book publishing, one pass, one set, one shot. That's all you get sometimes is one shot. So you gotta consistently do what you wanna do Even when you gotta go clock in, you still gotta come home and make time for yourself and make time to relax, go outside, have some fun, be amongst people, but then also come home and get to work, or go to the studio and get to work, or do whatever you gotta do, or how you do what you do to push the fact that you want to be somebody that's successful, because that's the move. Everybody and their mama wants to be that one person. If you feel like that's what you're trying to do, which is be somebody that's a boss for themselves, you're gonna have to put in them long nights, long day hours. It requires that until it hits. When that big moment hit, that is like, I'm on. And then there's even more pressure, because now you gotta stick with it. Now you gotta stay consistent. Now you can't fall off or you done. So, you gotta have a plan, man. Stick to the plan, man. And I'll be honest with you, it's not easy. It's about how you gotta make it look. Easy money, EMG. You gotta make it seem as if ain't no sweat. It ain't no hard times. But then also remind the motherfucker like, hey, it's hard times though. You just will never know. It's more important to move correctly than to move quickly.